This product is gifted but not scripted. If you're getting this adjustable bread slicer as a gift, it does come nicely packaged, so you could just throw some wrapping paper on there and be done with it. Now, it'll also come with additional screws, an instruction manual, and also a cleaning cloth. The wood feels pretty solid. There is a protective cover that you can hold on to so that when you're finished slicing up your bread, you don't cut yourself. This can be used if you are right-handed or if you're left-handed. There are markings so that you can determine how thick you want to slice your bread. Mine came with that middle piece slightly loose, so I did adjust it and add the screw to it. The blade itself is serrated and it's pretty sharp, so just be sure to be careful when you're removing that guard. So full transparency here, I'm not someone who bakes sourdough bread and rarely do I buy it pre-sliced. So I didn't really know what to expect, but for the most part, it did take a little effort. You have to kind of saw down into the bread just a little bit, but I would say throughout the center of the loaf, it came out nicely. I adjusted the bread slicer to a few different thicknesses, but as it got pretty thick, I did kind of encounter the bread getting stuck in there. So just be really careful actually when you're trying to get that bread out. But here's a comparison. If I recall, I think that was a 1/2 inch versus 3/4 of an inch. Once you get close to the edges, it probably takes some finesse and some practice, but I did encounter a little bit more crumbling. So I wanted to do a quick comparison of my regular knife versus this bread slicer. And as you can see with my regular serrated knife, I did struggle a bit more to get it through the bread. And that kind of surprised me because when I initially used the bread slicer, I was thinking, oh, this is probably not that different from the knife that I have. But overall, I think it's a bread slicer that you have to get used to and perfect over time.